Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? Because when I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions like, how do I record an episode? What is a microphone? And how do I make money from my podcast? The answer to every one of those questions is simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading this ad. So if you've ever wanted to start your own podcast and make some money while doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start.
S&M after work.
That's people think I'm sleeping. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed, and then I just Google this stuff.
That's fine. I think one of the first conversations you and I ever had was about how it gets to 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're like, yo, do you ever watch like videos about polar bears?
Dude, yeah. And I feel like it's such a common thing, which makes me feel better about doing it. Because like you have two choices. You're like, all right, I could go to sleep, get a solid 8 hours of sleep, or I could go on YouTube and watch Bob Lazar.
I could watch 2 hours of YouTube and be terrible at my job the next day.
Exactly. I could wake up with my eyes literally burning. Dude, I've had that happen. So it was on the plane to Florida, and
Oh, recently?
yeah. This is how dumb I am. But so my flight was at 5, and I went to bed at like 4, and then on the plane my eyes were watering because they hurt so much.
Jeez.
And like I'm sitting there like with my eyes burning, and I'm like, oh, these people are gonna think I'm like an idiot, or like I'm like going off coke or something. I'm like, why is this guy on the plane with red eye?
I'm really worried that a lot of our conversations recently have been about crack.
They have. That says something.
Yeah.
But also, I watched this thing about crack, and I listened to a podcast about crack.
About how to do crack.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna try it.
So yeah, on that note, this is S&M after work.
Yeah, guys.
We
We do crack. I actually, it's so funny too because the podcast was like completely random, and it was right after I watched the documentary about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is meant to be. I have to learn how to.
Was the podcast recommended?
No, so it's a podcast that I listen to like every single day, pretty much.
Yeah.
And they just tell you like.
It's Joe Rogan, isn't it?
Dude, I stopped listening to him as much.
Yeah,
He takes his toll.
I don't want to start a beef with him, but I could totally kick his ass.
Yeah, no, I like him. I like Joe Rogan.
I'm coming for you, Joey Diaz.
But I'm not a fan of Joey Diaz, but I like Joe Rogan. Oh, so this is what happened in Florida too. I almost forgot this.
Yeah.
So I'm out there doing the most, and I'm going to like every national forest that I could find.
Yeah.
There's like bears, rattlesnakes.
You know you can just Google them.
Dude, I did, but I disregarded everything that I found out. I'm like, I'm gonna go anyway. I'll be all right. And one place had like a whole bunch of alligators. There was a sign that literally said like, there are alligators in every single pond and lake in Florida. So I was like, I'm gonna go kayaking.
Why?
It made sense before I got into the water. Like before I put the kayak in, I'm like, it's fine. It's a kayak. They're not gonna attack me. But as I'm kayaking, dude, it's literally I'm alone.
Yeah.
There's no one else there. It's legit just me, and I'm kayaking, and I'm seeing stuff move in the water.
Yeah, fuck that.
Dude, and this is how. All right, so I'm like, yo, I'm about to go back. Like, I can't be doing this.
And then you turn around, there's a gator there.
No, so even worse. I'm about to turn around, and I'm like, they're gonna see I've only been out for 30 minutes, and they're gonna think I'm scared. So I'm gonna go for more.
Wait, so you were worried that other people...
The guys who get paid probably $10 an hour.
Yeah.
I was like, they're gonna think that I'm scared. So I'm gonna keep going. And
I'm upset and confused that you were worried about a Floridian's opinion.
Rather than getting attacked by a gator.
Yeah.
And I went and I went for longer, and I saw first of all, I'm pretty sure I saw a snake, and then I saw gators, and they were literally like swimming under me, and that's when I turned around because I'm like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Because I looked this up too before I went, and basically, if you see like a bunch of bubbles coming up from under the water, that's probably like a gator, and it's like blowing the bubbles out, and I would see that, and I saw it multiple times, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna turn around, and then I like told my brother about it, and he sent me a news story about some guy who was kayaking in the same place who got attacked by a gator.
Your brother can't talk. Your brother shattered his kneecap after being dunked on by a 15-year-old.
And he uses they gave him like one of those things to pee in while he was in the hospital.
Oh, a bedpan?
Yeah. But it's like it's a bedpan, but you can take it out. It's basically it just looks like
in case he wants a drink.
Exactly. Yeah. Like one of those Chinese food canisters that they give you when you order the soup.
Oh yeah.
And he went to the movies the other day.
Oh, he took it
Dude,
with him?
he took it with him. Like, I saw him coming back, and I'm like, wait, did you take that? And it was full.
He didn't even have the decency to empty it.
He was in the movie peeing into the thing. Like, oh yeah, wait, this too. So, as I was, like, going through the forest, I get back, and I look on my phone, and basically, in the place that I was at, they found a rare disease, like from mosquitoes, that basically it's gonna kill you. So like it causes brain swelling.
Yeah.
And you get the symptoms like 4 to 10 days afterwards.
How long have you been back?
I've been back for 3 days, I think, or 4 days. No, actually, a little bit longer.
You've been back like
5 days.
Yeah.
So I should be good.
Yeah,
I just have to wait another 5
Monday,
days.
You're dead.
But my head was hurting so much, and I got bit. But I'm like, no, it's just because I wasn't sleeping out
That's
there.
your paranoia. That's what that is.
It's driving me crazy.
Do you know what would take the edge off?
Dude, what? Crack. I might. It's a short high, I've heard. 15 minutes. That's why they have to do it so much. It's short but intense.
Double up on the crack.
Dude.
So we like agreed there would be like no topic too weird.
Yeah.
I want to push that out there now.
Alright, let's see.
How much would it cost for you to fight a bear?
Realistically?
Yeah, a real bear.
Like I hate when you ask people that and they're like $1 million. Because it's not realistic.
No.
So
I am as rich as the Queen.
Right.
I have all of England's money, and to make it fair, I'm going to give you a machete.
And what kind of bear are we talking about?
Brown bear.
10 million.
10 million.
10 million.
Okay.
Because I think that if it was like a grizzly bear, I would probably need more. But I think a brown bear and a black bear I could probably handle.
Alright, with a machete.
You just gotta get it in the right spot.
Cool. We're going to get to that.
I mean, Leo killed it with, what did he have? He had a knife in the Revenant.
Oh,
he literally killed him.
Well, you're going to like this. We're going that way.
Alright, let's see.
How much would it cost for you to fight a bear that's hangry? Again, you get the machete.
I probably wouldn't do like, if and the other thing is, I kind of feel bad. I like bears.
No, but the bear's like...
if he's trying to kill me...
In this... Okay, you see the bear, and you're like, what's up? And the bear's like, fuck you.
I'd still let him go, because he's a bear. I feel like even that guy who killed the mountain lion...
Yeah.
And I found out it was like a baby mountain lion. And I'm like, dude, you should have let it kill you. Like, it was just trying to survive.
Right, so you wouldn't fight it if it was hangry.
Yeah.
How much would it cost you to fight a brown bear? You've got the machete. That bear is high on crack.
See, I would do that for free.
Oh, really?
No, I'd still need 10 million.
All right.
If it was high on crack and racist, I would fight that bear.
Of course, yeah. Of course it's going to be racist. It's a bear.
Basically, if it was Hulk Hogan.
Well, how much... Well, this is perfect. You've done the greatest segue.
Yeah.
How much would it cost for you to fight
Hulk Hogan?
a Hulk Hogan bear
For free.
that's obviously racist, but fully erect?
See, so I'm picturing a bear with the Hulk Hogan, like, headband.
Oh, the bandana?
Yeah. See, I don't mind it being erect. That sounds weird to say.
But it could go either way. Do you want to be known as the guy that got like...
I'd slice that thing off. That'd be the first thing I aim for with the machete.
That's fair.
Dude, and I'm pretty sure that would end the fight.
Yeah, or piss it off.
Nah, it would just be done. Like,
All right, we should put this to the test.
if you can find a brown bear
Okay, I've got 3 days to find a brown bear.
and get it erect.
That's not. Look, you're sitting opposite me, and you look very uncomfortable. You know I don't have an issue with getting a bear erect.
That's definitely illegal.
Yeah, right?
It's gotta be.
Just inject some crack into it. We you and I became like, I feel like we were friends.
Yeah.
But then Bagel Boss happened.
Yes, and that ended the friendship.
Yeah, because you believed that what he was doing was right.
So this is the thing. I didn't know a lot about him. so I may have rushed.
He was
I
a
may have
very
jumped
short
the gun.
topic. Yeah,
I like that.
Thank you.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, he's tidy.
I can't stand him now. I literally hate him. There's this thing. I never even heard of it before. I think you may have told me about it. And I can't remember the name. But you could basically pay celebrities to say stuff.
Yeah.
And they'll record like little videos. So I saw like Gilbert Gottfried had one.
Is Bagel Boss on there?
He's on there. And people are paying him money to record like 10-second videos and like say their name.
Could we pay him to say anything in 10 seconds?
Anything. And it may even be longer.
All right.
But you could literally pay. I think even the guy from the Backstreet Boys, I guess, Lance Bass.
That's
or is he from
NSYNC,
NSYNC?
dude.
He is?
Come on.
Dude, they're all the same. That's basically just one
white.
big...
Because they're white. You're just gonna...
I mean, you said it, not me.
All white people look the same.
I won't agree, but I won't disagree.
Well, we should look into that. We should look into having Bagel Boss do the intro for the podcast.
I just would not want to put any money into his pocket.
Well, here's the thing. This is where I'm going with it.
All right.
So we found out the other day that Bagel Boss is training. He's training with UFC trainers, and he wants to fight viral celebrities.
Ridiculous.
Now, to that one person listening to this,
Actually, a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Was the guy in the video with him. Al Iaquinta. Raging Bull.
Jesus. Well,
Dude, so he's getting
you're how
real
tall?
help.
You're 6'2"?
On a good day.
On a good
if I'm
day.
not wearing heels.
All right.
I'm wearing
So
heels
6'2".
like 6'5".
I'd say you're slightly jacked.
Yeah, just a tad bit.
Yeah. Just
My doctor says I'm overweight.
Your doctor's an idiot. Gotta lay off that crack.
So I haven't been back in 2 years. I may currently be
down
dying.
practice. But so I want to make you a viral celebrity.
Yes.
So you will fight Bagel Boss. But I have a theory.
All right, let me hear.
So you're gonna fight him.
All right.
And
Wait, before I go viral, I'm gonna fight him.
No,
or
you're
after?
gonna fight him as a viral star.
How do I go viral first?
I don't know. We're gonna figure that shit out. We're
I'll
gonna
smoke crack.
Yes, smoke crack. Smoke crack. Fight a bear.
All right.
And you will go viral.
Can you tell I just really want to smoke crack?
I think we should. There's some guys around the corner from where we live.
I've seen.
Yeah.
Down on Canal Street, they're like Jamaican.
Yeah.
They're always like all.
Oh, I wasn't talking about those guys.
Oh,
I was talking
other
about
guys?
the guys by like one block over.
Oh
by
yeah,
7-Eleven.
yeah, on the corner near Popeyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sheesh.
Yeah, I go for walks with one of our colleagues, and we avoid that area because we're too
I walk
pretty.
through. No, you gotta walk through. Just keep your hand clenched, so they know, and keep it like right by your chin.
In case they inject me with crack.
Exactly. I always think about that too. Like
If someone injected you with crack.
no, with like a heroin needle or just something like an AIDS infected needle. They just stab you with it. Because I've seen that, dude. I've seen literally this guy was walking out of a bodega, and some random homeless guy started stabbing him in the butt. Like he didn't even know who he was. So like that scarred me for life. And I'm like, what the hell?
See, and when I said to you the other week that I have an irrational fear that when I'm having a cigarette outside, someone is going to backhand me in the junk.
Yeah, see,
you
that's
laughed.
That's totally irrational.
No, that's
getting stabbed by a homeless man with an AIDS needle in your butt after coming out of a
Does it
deli.
have to be your butt?
I feel like that's where they would aim, most likely.
Yeah.
Because they're on crack. They're not thinking straight.
Oh yeah. Jesus Christ. So
if you listen to crack, if you smoke crack, I'm sorry. I don't mean it.
We just lost that one listener.
He's probably overdosing anyway.
Just has this on for background noise.
We're gonna lose him regardless.
Poor Daryl. Yeah, so I'm gonna make you a viral celebrity.
Yes.
You're gonna fight Bagel Boss.
I'm down.
But it's gonna go like the full 5 rounds.
All right.
And it's gonna go to a scorecard, like that CM Punk second fight.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Which he did not deserve.
No.
He didn't deserve the first fight.
No, he's a whack ass fighter.
But I give him props. I always think about this whenever two people fight. I can't remember what it was. It was some cartoon though, where there were 2 people fighting to death, and there was like a mob surrounding them, and then someone was like, so there was like a mob surrounding them, and then someone tried to stop the mob.
Yeah.
And they were like, we can't have this happen. You know, these 2 men are our friends. And then the mob pushed him into the cage, and they were like, 3 men enter, 1 man leave. But at first they were chanting 2 men enter. So they're like, 2 men enter, 1 man leave.
Isn't that just Mad Max?
That's the thing, they were ripping it off, but it was a cartoon.
So
I want to say it was
Rick
like, possibly, King of the Hill.
I like that our assistant just walked through.
Our guest producer.
We're fired.
Yeah. I almost like stopped. I completely lost track.
Yeah, like, I give props to anyone that can get into a ring and throw down.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I couldn't psych myself up to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not enough fray to listen to get me emotionally there.
Because you can die. You can die.
You could.
Someone died 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 people.
Yeah.
2 boxers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sucky thing, but anytime you go into the ring, like your life could pretty much end afterwards.
Yeah.
I'd still definitely do it. I plan on doing it.
Well, you're gonna do it.
Dude.
We're not getting away from this topic. You're gonna fight Bagel Boss.
Dude, I remember I would spar, and after sparring, my head would hurt so much. Like, you're not meant to get
That's
punched
the
in
thing.
the
You
head.
never throw a real punch. Just have it all in your head, and then that way you never lose.
No, you would. I would lose. I need to knock someone out every single time. So I would definitely try to. With Bagel Boss, I wouldn't even try to knock him out. I would literally try to kill him. each punch would be like full force.
Well, if it was a UFC thing, you could just knee him in the head and it'd be over.
I definitely would.
Yeah. But here's my like Don King crazy hair scheme.
Let me hear.
We go to a rematch.
In the same bagel spot?
No, this is a new one.
Am I fighting him in a bagel spot?
The first one, yes, because
right.
we're staying on theme.
All right.
Second one, you've heard of Caesar's Palace, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna fight, or you and him are gonna fight in a little.
You can fight too.
Yeah, I maybe.
That's all.
I might be on the undercard.
All right. Fair enough.
You and him, headliner,
All
Little
right.
Caesars.
All right. Little Caesar's Pizza.
Yeah, Little Caesars Pizza. It plays into everything because if anything,
We'll fight from a pizzeria.
he is a carry-out package.
Very true.
Yeah, he's very hot and delicious, and you
petite.
can get him for $5.
Probably too.
My biggest fear is he goes full God Hobbit and like runs up the cage and starts like swinging at you.
If that happened, I would just give up in life. Like,
really?
without a doubt. Like, I don't know how I would be able to like live with myself if he ever beat me in anything.
Don't think you could beat a 5-foot man.
No, I definitely do. But if I wasn't able to,
Yeah.
then I would just like give it up. Like it's not worth it.
You're right.
How is everything?
That's good. I didn't realize that these had to have water in them.
Oh,
Didn't have
yeah.
water. And then I was like gonna move them out, and it was like, I'm thirsty. Give me water right now. So now it has water in it.
Can you water it in that?
Yeah. Well, it's in a plastic like container in the basket. So,
Alright.
yeah, it's beautiful. I was gonna take them home, but I'm going out. So.
Okay.
If you put like a little bit of sugar in the water, I think it makes them live longer.
That's
I
just
think that works for everything.
that's just Men in Black.
Is that no? What?
Yeah,
that was the
men-
roach guy.
Yeah, the sugar and
Sugar water.
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
That used to scare me as a kid.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, watching him, like when he like pulled his face back,
Oh,
I had nightmares.
you're an adult.
It still scares me.
I think whenever I go like this, I look like him. Literally, ever since I saw that movie, I was like, oh no, do I look like him?
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, I did.
My hands on my head.
There you go. So now we have a thumbnail picture.
Alright, so this is what I was thinking also. Do you remember in Pulp Fiction
Yeah.
when Marcellus Wallace and Bruce Willis, I don't remember his name, where they got kidnapped.
Oh,
So I found screenshots of them both with the ball in their mouth.
yeah.
But I couldn't figure. Like, I was gonna put our faces on them, but I'm like, it wouldn't be the same because number one, no one would realize what's happening in
So
that.
really, we should just go get 2 ball gags
Yeah.
and just.
I'm not down. Absolutely not.
I don't want to look like Marcelo Wallace.
Yeah.
Just because.
What happened to him?
No, because he looks like a bitch.
No. He actually it's so funny too. I feel like that's what I always think about. like that one part where he asks them. But also, if you look him up, he looks pretty cool.
I'm sure he is.
There's one picture where he's like, I think he's like having breakfast.
Yeah.
And he has like on the shades, a nice like yellow sweater with a nice little Rolex. I was like, damn, I'd sell drugs if I could look like that.
I would do crack if I could.
I'd smoke crack.
Jesus. Have you ever seen the Simpsons spoof of it?
No.
Snake and Police Chief Wiggum.
Alright.
They end up fighting. They end up in that World War II store.
Yeah.
And then they get tied and gagged to a chair. And then Milhouse and his dad come in.
No.
Yeah.
Is that recent or that's
No,
old?
it's old school. Back when the Simpsons were still funny.
Damn, I have to look that up. Back when they had that Simpsons game. You remember that?
Which one?
So the only one I do remember, I don't remember what system it was for, but it was Bart's Nightmare
Nah.
or something. Was that it?
I didn't play that one.
You didn't? That's the only one I remember. Maybe that was an arcade game.
I played I really liked Hit and Run.
No, I don't remember.
It was like a GTA
With the Simpsons?
Yeah.
What? Was that recent? Oh,
Yeah, it's 10 years ago.
sheesh. Yeah, no.
Every time you say sheesh, I'm gonna overdub it with you just saying damn.
Super, super loud. Do you remember this Beavis and Butthead game? Freak, I don't remember the name.
I wasn't really a fan of them.
Dude, I hated them, but the game was so amazing. My cousins had it.
Yeah.
And I always remember there was one part where you're at a drive-in theater and you're I don't know even what you're doing, but there's a van. So you're at a drive-in theater, it's at night, and you're walking around the parking lot, and there's one van, and it's bumping up and down, and then you open it, and a naked guy runs out and starts chasing you.
Did you ever play the South Park games? The recent ones?
No.
Oh,
I don't like South Park.
Oh, yeah, Pam was the same, and then she really got into the Stick of Truth.
Yeah.
And thankfully that saved our marriage. But we're coming up to 30 minutes.
Right.
And this is, we're just testing the waters, and this is the very first one.
Yeah, we don't want it to be too long.
No, that's cool. Fuck those people listening.
No.
There it is for sticking around. But I thought we could have a fun segment in this bi-weekly podcast where we find the dumbest story
All right.
and we give them the honor of being Idiot of the Week.
I'm down.
Okay. You've got the next one.
Definitely.
Alright, so if I was to tell you a hunting guide and his client accidentally shot each other and then blamed it on undocumented migrants,
Wow.
what would you say?
This probably happened in Arkansas.
No, it happened in Texas.
Oh, I'm not surprised. That was my second guess.
What is Florida?
Exactly. It had to be either one of those or Florida.
It gets way better. It just gets dumber.
Let me hear.
So one guy, he became paranoid that illegal immigrants were inside his vehicle with the other guy that got shot and his wife.
Wow.
So guy number one, Mr. Daughtry, ran to his cabin to go get backup and his guns, and then started shooting into the car where his wife and his client.
Because he really hates migrants that much.
The client fired back.
Oh my goodness.
Hit Mr. Daughtry, whatever his fucking name is. And yeah, so they both got struck by bullets, one in the chest, one in the arm. Sadly, neither of them fatal.
Oh, yeah.
And then the guy that got shot, the one that was firing into the car, he didn't have health insurance.
Nice.
So, because, blame Obama.
Because Texas.
So his family set up...
Because he's a hunting guy.
Why would you need insurance with that? It's I don't work around guns, but
Jeez.
I have insurance.
Exactly.
Because I'm afraid.
Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Oh, like getting shot on the street.
Yeah, or getting stabbed in the butt with an
With
AIDS
an
needle.
AIDS needle
Yeah.
from a crackhead. Or overdosing on crack.
Yeah. I need that insurance.
Dude.
But yeah, so one of them's the family of one set up a GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
Because, America. And Texas. But anyway, the police.
How much money did they make on the GoFundMe?
20,000.
Wow.
But it got shut down. They were trying to raise 26,000.
Sheesh.
Which makes me think, like, the bullet can't. I don't know, 26,000 to get shot.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
I
you
wouldn't
could
mind.
get some time off work.
Dude, I would get shot for free because it makes you heroic. Like, everything about it, if you tell someone, like, yeah, I got shot,
Yeah.
as long as you have, like, a good reason, they're going to look at you like a god. They're like, wow.
But you could fill in the blanks.
And just make up anything.
Yeah. Like, I got shot.
Saving a baby from a burning building.
Yeah. And then when people are like, but why was there a gun?
The fire shot me.
Everyone
I've
else will
always
stick
thought
up
of
for
this.
you. And they'll be like, he's a fucking hero.
Don't ask him that.
Yeah. He saved the baby. What have you done this week?
And then they just
I
like
got
salute
addicted
me.
to crack. But yeah, they're both being indicted by a grand jury.
For what though?
For a felony. It's a felony for lying to the
shooting
cops.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they said it was migrants.
Yeah, and some other like jibber jabber. But yeah, they both face up to 5 years in prison.
I hope they get it.
Yeah, I just thought it got sent to me, and I was like, this is awesome.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, in Texas, they like basically execute everyone. Like, I think they executed. They may have executed the youngest person, and it was like a 14-year-old kid.
He
But
probably
it was a while
deserved it.
ago. Yeah, probably.
Probably deserved it.
I don't remember what he did, but Texas is out here like executing everyone.
I imagine he was on a kayak shooting gators
While smoking crack.
while smoking crack.
Let's not forget that.
The only thing I'm going to take away from this episode is if there are any crack dealers out there, I want them to have sponsored us.
Dude, we've mentioned crack way too many times.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, why can't I stop saying it?
I think it's just because it's a funny word. I mean, it's not funny what happens. I don't want to dig myself into a hole, crack hole, but it's a funny word.
It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah,
it's
crack.
Very crack.
Yeah.
Diet Coke, crack. You see, that's
And it has-
nice, right?
Yeah,
Diet
it has a
Coke.
nice K at the end.
Diet Coke, crack.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get weird, but I really like the way your mouth moved when you said crack.
I'm gonna stop saying it, but
Crack.
but I got my Game Boy stolen as a kid by a
Yeah.
crackhead, and then he's dude. why are you laughing? I'm so like mentally scarred. It was, dude. Yo, I've gotten so many things stolen by crackheads. Right? I'll never forget this. It was a lime green Game Boy Color.
You deserve to get it stolen.
Dude,
That's a trash color.
Dude, I saw a kid the next day with it, and I'm like, he definitely sold it to that kid. I'm like, this guy, you stole it.
How old were you?
I don't know, like 7. I was really young, maybe.
Yo, the Game Boy just turned 30.
Sheesh, really?
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know actually.
No, like I had one as a kid,
Yeah.
and I didn't get one when I was 3.
Damn.
But yeah,
Game Boy Color or just the Game Boy?
the OG one.
Did you ever have that one?
Yeah, I had that one.
Yeah, same. I had that. I had way too
I had
many.
this beautiful lime green one. A friend of mine came over to New York on holiday.
Randomly. So I had the lime green one. I had the purple clear one. I had that original big stupid black one.
How many of them got stolen by the same crackhead?
Honestly, like 2. So, I've had that stolen. It was like some random video game as well. I've had like so many things.
Well, I guess to make you feel better and to give you like an idea of like UK crime.
Yeah.
One guy. So he took my phone, but he gave me the SIM card back.
That's nice though.
Yeah, and he was like, that way I just want to sell your phone. This way you don't lose any of your contacts. And I was like,
Thanks, man.
cool.
I say you can have the phone. You deserve it.
Yeah, like that's really nice of you.
Yeah, sheesh. But can't they track the phone through your SIM card?
I don't know. This was like 12 years ago.
Nah, so maybe not.
Yeah, I was a wee child.
Yeah. How did he took it from you just right on the street?
Yeah, I was like,
Was it Bagel Ball?
hey you, hey, what's up, little man? What's going on?
You're not my father, God, or my boss. Give me your phone.
It's like, whoa, that little fella.
Dude.
No, I was waiting for a bus at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Guy came up behind me and was like, give me your phone. I turned around and continued looking up. And I was like, yo, here's my phone.
Shit, damn. Did you think about fighting back? Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to punch this guy as hard as I can.
For about a third of a second, and was like, do you know what? I could just give up my phone,
Yeah.
which is pay as you go. I paid like £30 for it.
Not bad.
Or I could spend the night in hospital.
My pride would say, swing on this guy. Like, instantly. Like, yeah, I got to swing on you.
That's fine.
I would tell him that. I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. I got to swing on you.
And then he catches your fist and then injects you with AIDS.
Dude. But it's not even that bad having AIDS anymore, I think. Like Magic Johnson, his never went to full-blown AIDS?
No, there's a whole South Park thing about that, about how he blends millions and millions of dollars and then injects it into his arm and the money fights off AIDS.
That's pretty realistic.
Yeah.
That's the only way. Apparently, though, like nowadays, you can have HIV and still, like, I guess, I feel like they have a cure for it.
Yeah.
Because you can, like, test negative for it.
Well, Charlie Sheen, you know, he was so brave coming forward announcing that he had AIDS.
With Tiger Blood?
Yeah.
What is he doing
Oh,
now?
fuck knows.
I
Hopefully
can't stand
crawled up
him.
in a corner somewhere.
I literally can't stand him. He was making so much money each episode off of that show, 2.5 Men.
Yeah.
And that kid now, have you seen him recently?
Oh, the missionary?
Is he a missionary?
He looks like one.
He looks like...
It looks like he just took a small village and is now like holding them hostage.
Dude, he looks so weird. And I don't know, as a kid, he wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
like,
because
he just looks normal.
You looked at him as a kid and like, oh, think of all the great things he could become.
Now
And then he
he's just
became
like
Charlie Manson.
Dude, that's also like, who's that kid from Stuart Little with the glasses?
Oh, I don't know.
Now he just looks like a little vampire.
Jesus.
There's so many... Some child stars just should not be stars after
No,
childhood.
they should be put down.
With crack.
With crack.
And AIDS and
And on that note, if you have stuck around this long, give yourself a round of applause because you're not getting it from me. And yeah, I guess...
The next episode, we won't mention crack as much.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to move on to heroin.
Yeah.
But yeah, every 2 weeks, S&M after work. I've been scarred. That thing over there has been Matt.
And we're going to try to make everything better.
Yeah.
Please don't hate us.
With crack.
Unless you're bagel boss.